Good afternoon and welcome to Sawyers Youth Football Action. I'm Coach Winnie and I'm here to call today's game between the Sawyers Sawyers and the visiting Red Hook Red Raiders. It's a lovely afternoon here at Sawyers Youth Football League Field, nestled in the mountains of Mount Marion, New York. Out at the 50-yard line for the coin toss, number 56, Ace Gruen, and number 34, Jimmy Bucci. The coin has been tossed. I'm just waiting on the officials. Okay, Red Hook is going to be starting off the first quarter with the ball. The Sawyers are clad in all navy blue uniforms today, white numbers outlined in Columbia blue, white helmets with the trademark S and stripe. Head coach George McDonald, entering his 8th season coaching in Sawyers Youth Football League, is assisted on the sidelines by Frank Neglia, Matt Pinaro, and Daryl Kuhout. The Sawyers get ready to take the field. Today was also the 10th anniversary of the league. We had a ceremony beforehand honoring our all-decade team and our team of the decade, which was the 2009 Sawyers Sawyers. The 2009 Sawyers set a league record by only allowing a total of 6 points for the entire season. Quarterback Marciano Neglia is loosening up on the sidelines right now and looks determined. The Red Hook Raider offense takes the field. They are in the huddle, and we're getting ready for some action. The Sawyer defense now takes the field. The Sawyers line up in their traditional 4-3 defense, anchored at linebacker by number 56, Ace Gruen, number 50, Oliver Minot, and number 44, Jaden Incalcaterra. Red Hook under center, number 7, Gavin Cole at quarterback. Snap, sweep off to the right side, rushed out, and he is breaking down the sideline. Number 22 has broke free from the Sawyer defense and has gone all the way, 65 yards for a touchdown. An auspicious start to the game today for the Sawyers. They're going to need to rebound quickly and establish dominance on offense. Lots of missed tackles along the sidelines as the running back pulled away. I'd like to thank a lot of our sponsors that help us out here during the season. Sunshine Tees is responsible for most of our merchandise that we sell at our concession stand. We have Coach Jay Gruen along the sideline also taking team photography today. It's going to be up to Coach McDonald and the offense of the Sawyers now to settle this game down, bring it back to their pace, and play some Sawyer football. Number 7 off the left side, Gavin Cole, stops short. The conversion is no good. So the score remains 6-0 Red Raiders. The Sawyer offense now takes the field. Marciano Neglia, number 10, in his first season at quarterback for the Sawyers. Offensive line is anchored by number 60, Aiden Kelly at center. The rest of the offensive line is made up from Austin Bewley, Harrison Booble, Aiden Sprance, and Devin Dixon. In the backfield for the Sawyers, the fullback, number 34, Jimmy Bucci, in his 3rd season as a Sawyer. Number 50, Oliver Minot jogging on the field. The Red Hook Raiders take the field. Their defense, they have a 4-man front. And the Sawyers call a timeout. Okay, the Sawyers come back after an early timeout. Coach McDonald does not look pleased right now. Sawyers now take over, 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. They line up in power I formation. Tight ends in on each side. Neglia hands the ball off to number 34, Jimmy Bucci, for a gain of about 6 yards. Looks like a second and a long 4 at the 41-yard line. If they can overcome these early game jitters, the Sawyers should be able to settle down and play the brand of smash mouth football that the Sawyers are known for. Referee's whistle on the field. I believe Red Hook had a player lined up in the neutral zone. They made a quick correction. Handoff again to number 34, Bucci, rumbling ahead for another 6 yards and a Sawyer first down. So a brand new set of downs for the Sawyers at the 46-yard line. They're moving the ball very well right now. Solid blocking by the offense, by the offensive line. The Sawyers only return a handful of players. We have a lot of fresh young faces on the team this year. And we are a very young team with a bunch of 10-year-olds and sprinkled in some 11 and 12-year-olds as well. Coming out wide is Sal Dallaire, number 11. In the backfield, pitch to the left for Jaden Calcaterra, who takes it and breaks free along the left side for about a gain of 7 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd down and about 3 yards for the Sawyers. Sawyers are moving the ball at a very good pace on the ground. I think that this style of football suits them to a T. Their personnel, they like to hit. They're very physical. Sawyers take up to the line of scrimmage. Lined up in an I set. Number 34, Jimmy Bucci again rumbles ahead over the left side for another gain of about 7 yards and another Sawyer first down. Good solid blocking by the Sawyers up front. Coach McDonald pulls Marciano Neglia over to give him the play, sends him back into the huddle. Looking at the Sawyer sideline, they are all ready to play some football today. Sawyers jog up to the line of scrimmage and get set. Marciano checks his backfield. Snap to Neglia. Handoff to Calcaterra, off to the left-hand side and around the corner. And down the sideline he goes and steps out of bounds. Looks about a long game of 14 or 15 yards there. Sawyers are moving the ball out well right now on the Raiders. Things are going very well. Sawyers get back in the huddle and get ready for the next play. Red Hook seems to be on their heels right now. Red Hook looks to be in a 5-man front. And so far has really not offered much opposition up to the Sawyer rushing attack. Jimmy Bucci up the gut for a gain of about 4 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6. On about the Raider 26-yard line. Neglia gets the play, jogs back into the huddle. We were blessed today with some great weather for this football game, folks. Absolutely gorgeous day, not a cloud in the sky. Bucci and Calcaterra line up I formation in the backfield, Neglia under center. Snap to Neglia, handoff to Calcaterra, bounces it out to the left, stiff arm, a Red Hook player, and pushes it ahead for what looks to be, okay, it's going to be Sawyer third down and short, maybe about 2 yards. A solid dose of Bucci and Calcaterra coming out of the backfield, boding very well for the Sawyers today. Line is having some outstanding blocking. Great push on the left-hand side of the line, allowing Calcaterra to break free. Dallaire trots back out to his slot receiver position. Neglia checks the play at the line. Calling unaudible, it looks like. He now nestles under center, gets the snap, and keeps the ball himself off the left-hand side for a short gain. And it doesn't look like it's going to be enough for a first down. Let's see if we need a measurement. No, it looks to be short, folks. Short by about a yard. So let's see what trick Coach McDonald has up his sleeve right now. Looks like he's sending a play in with Jaden Calcaterra. Jaden is going to be taking the ball under center for the Sawyers this play. Sawyers come up to the line. Tight formation, power I. Takes the snap. And Calcaterra rolls to the right and looks to have the first down. Just checking the ref spot, folks, and let's see. And it is a Sawyer first down. Just enough yardage to keep the chains moving. This is a typical drive from the Sawyers, pounding the rock and eating the clock. They seem to have settled down quite a bit from that early broken play that led to an early Red Hook Raider score. Bucci and Calcaterra in standard I formation. Neglia back under center. Handoff to Bucci off the left-hand side for about 2 yards. A slew of Red Hook Raiders defenders in on the tackle. So far, a good clean game, not a flag on the field for either side. Folks, these are the kids that will be the future for Saugerties football. Okay, the Sawyers back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like, again, looks like in the pro formation this time, with Calcaterra and Bucci side by side. Handoff to Calcaterra to the left, pushes ahead for a gain of about 2 yards, which is going to bring up a Sawyer third down. Okay, the referee is just making a slight adjustment on the sidelines. Austin Bewley checks out as Aiden Patterson-Sprance checks in on the offensive line. Left side of the line at this point. Playing very well today, gaining chunks of yards. Handoff to Bucci off to the right side this time. Rumbles ahead for a gain. Looks to be of about 5 yards. Let's see if they gain the first down. Referee spots the ball, and it is first down. The Sawyers inside the 10-yard line, which makes it first and goal for the Sawyers. moving the ball very effectively with this run game. Running attack, they just seem to be pounding it straight ahead and doing very well. Neglia under center. Takes the snap to Encalcatera to the left-hand side, stopped at the line of scrimmage by a slew of Red Hook defenders. It's going to bring up 2nd and goal for the Sawyers. Neglia gets the play, trots back into the huddle, gathers his Sawyers in tight as they trot up to the line of scrimmage. First quarter, folks. The score, Red Hook Raiders 6 and the Sawyers nothing. Sawyers driving deep inside Red Hook Raider territory. Handoff to Bucci up the gut with a good push, and he is in for the Sawyer touchdown. Sawyer touchdown number 34, Jimmy Bucci. His first score of the year, folks. Jimmy is the 3rd Bucci member to play in the SYFL, following in the footsteps of his brothers Brian and Matt. Brian is currently on the varsity squad for Saugerties High School. Matt is on the modified squad for Saugerties. Coach goes in for the play. Neglia has the play, trots into the huddle, and the Sawyers get to the line of scrimmage. Neglia under center. Takes the snap. Pass to Dallaire. And is stopped just short of the extra point. So after that drive, late in the first quarter, the score is tied. Saugerties 6, Red Hook 6. Okay, the Sawyer defense is back on the field. Red Hook at the 35, getting ready to start their second series of the day. Hopefully we see some better play from the Sawyer defense. First drive for Red Hook only consisted of one play, a long sweep off the right-hand side for a long touchdown. Hopefully that score has the Sawyer defense fired up. Ooh, whistle on the field. Looks like the refs are checking the alignment of the offense and is ready to go. Motion on Red Hook. Quick pass over the middle to number 87. Tackled by number 50, Oliver Menin. Red Hook using motion to try to distract and trick the Sawyers. Had pretty good coverage on that. Did result in the Red Hook first down. Red Hook comes back up to the line. Number 7, Gavin Cole under center for the Raiders. Whistle on the field. Again, the referee is checking the alignment. Seems to be a problem with the Raiders aligning. Pitch to number 28. Stuffed for a giant loss by number 44, Jaden Calcaterra, and number 60, Aiden Kelly. A loss of about 8 yards is going to leave 2nd and 18 for the Raiders. This is the brand of football that the Saugerties Sawyers play, folks. Physical and in your face. Defensive line for the Sawyers, anchored by Aiden Kelly, Devin Dixon, Harrison Bubel, number Cole keeps it himself off to the right side on a sweep. Tripped up at the 45, gets back to the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 3rd and actually about 11, so we didn't quite make it back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 11 for the Raiders. Raiders break the huddle, trot up to the line. Sawyers look ready to attack. Snap off the ball, sweep to the left. Oh, stiff-armed and drug out of bounds way downfield into Sawyer territory by number 44, Jaden Calcaterra. Number 25, Alex Hayner, got stiff-armed early in the play, which allowed Red Hook to bounce it outside and gain an additional 15 or 20 yards. Coaches pull Alex off to instruct him and encourage him. Made a great chance on the play. Took a great chance on the play, came up a little short. Red Hook trots back to the line of scrimmage. Number 22, Aaron Hartram, in at corner now for the Sawyers. Motion to the right. Pass over the middle to number 87, who was brought down by a gaggle of Sawyer defenders. Nice hands on number 87, Sebastian Burmester. It's going to bring up second and about 5 yards for the Raiders. Timeout on the field by the Sawyers. I think Coach McDonald just wants to calm his kids down, help them get their feet back under them, and get settled in at the task at hand. The Sawyer sideline follows the Sawyers down the field, ready to check in at a moment's notice. Quite a good turnout today on both sidelines. A very, very, very quality turnout for our opening day to celebrate both our 10-year anniversary and some good football action. In the ceremony beforehand, former SYFL greats Matt Bucci and Jimmy Ball had their numbers retired in commemorating their 1,000-yard seasons. So number 21 and number 33 will never be worn again by an SYFL player. Okay, the Raiders trot back up to the line of scrimmage. Referee John Carter signals ready for action. Gavin Cole, in pistol formation, takes the snap and rolls right with a forward pass, which was an attempted pitch, which ended up being an incomplete forward pass. It's going to bring up third down and 5 yards for the Raiders. Played well by the Sawyers. They had that one marked out to a T. There wasn't much option for Mr. Cole. He tried to make the pitch, and it was unsuccessful. Sawyer defensive line showing good tenacity, disrupting that play from the very start. Number 28, Cody Drost, out at the far cornerback spot, the left corner. Snap to Cole, looking for a pass, and bounce it incomplete, bringing up 4th down and 5 for the Raiders, deep inside Sawyer territory. Looks like he rushed that pass a little bit and bounced it about a yard short of his receiver. The Raiders obviously not afraid to throw the ball today. They've attempted 4 or 5 passes so far, and we're still in the first quarter. Seem to have a very diverse offensive attack. Number 7, Cole, gets under center. Daniel Wood Kyle Stracker in the backfield. Correction, Andrew Speedling. Sweep off to the right side. Stopped at the line of scrimmage for the Sawyers, forcing a turnover on downs. It's going to be 1st and 10 Sawyers deep in their own territory. With Coach McDonald having so much success with the running attack so far, it would behoove him to get away from running the ball against what seems to be a less formidable defensive line to his Sawyer offensive line. Neglia in the huddle with the Sawyers, getting ready. Looks to be 1st down and 10 yards on the Sawyer 25-yard line. Sawyers get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. Handoff to number 34, Bucci, off to the right side for a gain of about 4 yards. The steady formula of run, run, run has been working well for the Sawyers. Neglia gets the play from the sideline, trots back into the huddle. That was a big defensive stop, and the Sawyers did need that, being so deep in their own territory. Neglia under center takes the snap, and the ball is on the ground. Looks like a missed handoff to number 44, Jaden Incalcaterra. Fallen on by Incalcaterra and recovered by the Sawyers, bringing up 3rd down and still about 5 yards. Plenty of help from our parents today on the sidelines, and both on the sidelines and in the concession stand. Sawyers break the huddle and trot up to the line of scrimmage. Red Hook in a 4-man front. Oh, run off to the right-hand side. To the left-hand side. Ball comes loose on the play. The referees are ruling it down by contact. It's going to be interesting to see where they spot this ball to see whether it's going to be 1st down or 4th down. It looks to be about 4th down and just about a yard. The Sawyers are going to need a good push from their offensive line here to get this yard. Neglia takes the play back to the huddle as the Sawyers trot up to the line of scrimmage. Out wide is Sal Dallaire. In the backfield, handoff, push straight forward by number 10, Marciano Neglia. Waiting for the referee's spot. And it is a 1st down for the Sawyers. Some dejected looks on the field coming from the Red Hook players. Folks, it can be frustrating to be in the trenches and not winning that battle. Neglia trots back in with the play from Coach McDonald. Sawyer's moving the ball very well on the ground, dominating the clock and the line of scrimmage. Handoff to the left-hand side. Looks to be an injured Sawyer down on the field. Referees call timeout. When play resumes, it's going to be about 2nd and 5. Trying to see who the down player is for the Sawyers right now. Judging by his body motion, it looks very well possibly like he got the wind knocked out of him. Down player was number 10, Marciano Negli, our quarterback, who is up and heading back off the field with a high five from one of the Red Hook players. A good show of sportsmanship. Under the rules, if a referee whistles a timeout for an injury, the player has to come off the field for a minimum of one play. Marciano seems to be just fine as he chats with his dad walking off the field, Coach Neglia. And Calcaterra takes the duties under center for the Sawyers and goes into the huddle. Yep, looking on the sideline, Negli just seems to be taking a drink of water and seems to be just fine. And Calcaterra under center takes the snap, rolls out right, shows pass, pulls it down, sweeps to the right for a gain of about 4 yards. It's going to leave the Sawyers at about 3rd and 2. Sawyers under center, and Calcaterra taking the snap. Drops back to pass, rolls out right, flushed out, and tackled barely back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up a 4th down situation for the Sawyers. Looking maybe a small loss on that last play is going to leave the Sawyers with a 4th down and a long 4 yards. Coach McDonald elects to go for the 25-yard mark-off for the punt on 4th down, which is going to send the Sawyer defense back out onto the field. So a stalled drive for the Sawyers gives the Raiders the ball back on their side of the field, or back on their side of the field. As our lines crew gets reset. Sawyer defense trots back out onto the field. Substitution on the field for the Sawyers, number 24, Jared McKeag, in for Aaron Hartram. Red Hook breaks their huddle, gets back to the line of scrimmage. What started out as a lightning pace has slowed right down to a brand of smash mouth football, dominated by the Sawyers' control of the clock. Cole drops back to pass and is sacked for a loss by number 75, Devin Dixon, and number 64, Harrison Bubel. Oh, check that, number 34, Jimmy Bucci. Red Hook player remains down on the field as the referees call timeout. Coach Wayne Kilmeyer from the Red Raiders out to check on the injured player. And again, judging by his body language and his position, it could very well simply just be a case that he had the wind knocked out of him. Sawyer's taking knee, as are the Raiders, as the injured player is tended to right now. Sawyer coaching staff seems pretty loose and happy on the sideline right now, as the Sawyers have been moving the ball fairly well on the offense. Another big defensive stop here would put them in great position going into the end of the first half, trying to get another score, and then with the ball coming out of the second half with the ball. Number 39, the injured Red Hook player, was Mr. Gavin Hayes. He seems to be just fine. Walking off to the field with Coach Kilmeyer. Our officiating crew today, headed by John Carter, has been doing an outstanding job of calling the game. Not only calling the game, but enforcing and encouraging good, safe football. Sawyers defense back to the line of scrimmage, awaiting the Red Raiders to break their huddle. Red Hook breaks their huddle. Number 7, Gavin Cole under center. Number 19 lined up in the backfield, Ryan O'Neill. Number 22 goes in motion. Snap to Cole. Botched handoff picked off by Devin Dixon and run back deep into territory. What an outstanding play by Devin Dixon. Incredible heads-up play as Devin took the pitch out of the air and ran the ball back for the Sawyers for about 20 yards. That turnover gives the Sawyers the ball deep in Raider territory. One play like that, folks, can turn a game around. Let's see what the Sawyers do with this opportunity. Sawyers back in the huddle. In Calcaterra still at quarterback for the Sawyers. Actually, check that. Neglia has resumed his role as the quarterback for the Sawyers. Backfield of Bucci and Calcaterra. Pitch off to the left to Calcaterra. Breaks free for a long gain of about 11 yards. Looks like it's going to bring it down into a 1st and goal situation for the Sawyers. Timeout on the field. Looks to be a timeout by the Sawyers, as Coach McDonald gathers his team in to strategize what they're going to be doing.
What are you doing, Stell? Put the cone down again. The cone is covering the wire.
Sawyers back on the field after a timeout, ready to resume play. The ref blows his whistle. Sawyers up to the line of scrimmage with Neglia under center. Bucci and Calcaterra in the I formation. Sawyers set. Fumble at the line. Let's see who recovered the ball. There was a scrum for it. Bounced and trickled out down along the left side. Sawyers do retain possession. Not sure what happened there. Looks like the snap was possibly dropped and then accidentally kicked forward. Timeout, Raiders. As the Sawyers break from this timeout, keep track of Saugerties Youth Football League on Facebook page. Do a search for Saugerties Youth Football League and like us to be kept up to date on all the events, games, schedules, and goings-on in the Saugerties Youth Football League. Also, follow us on our website, www.syfl.webs.com, and our podcast soon to be airing on YouTube. Push ahead at the goal line for a Sawyer touchdown. That's going to make the score 12-6 Sawyers. A good surge at the line from the Sawyers led to that rumble ahead for that Sawyer touchdown. Clock is running. Sawyers jog up to the line of scrimmage to line up for the extra point attempt. And Calcaterra, pop pass to the right, falls incomplete, which is going to leave the score at 12-6 Sawyers. For those listening, HVYFA, Hudson Valley Youth Football Association rules dictate that any extra point which is attempted via a pass or a run is worth 1 point and a kick is worth 2. On the senior level, kicks are live. That brings an end to the first half, folks, with the score being your hometown Sawyers 12 and your visiting Red Hook Raiders 6. Be back for some third quarter action shortly. Okay, the Sawyers take the field for the start of the second half of football action. Sawyers currently lead 12-6. Sawyers showed clock domination in the first half. When they had the ball, they moved it down the field very well, almost at will. And it capitalized on a costly Red Hook turnover deep in their own territory. Sawyers break the huddle, trot up to the line of scrimmage to start the second half. Negley is back under center, takes a snap. Errant pitch to Calcaterra, which drops in the backfield for a loss of about 2 yards. Timing looked to be a little bit off as Neglia went to make the pitch, and Calcaterra was a little bit ahead of him, tried to catch it with his backhand, and instead just fell on it to not turn the ball over. Bad play, but a smart play, because second down as opposed to turning the ball over is better any way you look at it. So the Sawyers back to the line of scrimmage now. Ball snap and flags on the field. We have a false start on the offense, which is going to push them back another 5 yards, making it 2nd and 18 for the Sawyers. Coming out of the half, shooting yourselves in the foot is not the way you want to start. So the Sawyers get back in the huddle, trying to turn this around. 2nd and 18. With the way they've been moving the ball, not insurmountable by any stretch. Sawyers got to come back out and settle down and finish the game the way they finished the first half. Neglia under center. Dallaire out wide. Backfield pop pass to Dallaire, almost intercepted, dropped by number 18 of the Red Raiders, Daniel Wood. Seemed like the ball came out of Neglia's hand just a little high and floated that pass out there. It was broken up, but almost come down. Almost a costly interception. It is going to make it 3rd and 18. It's going to be interesting to see what Coach McDonald's pulls out of his bag of tricks here to try to pick up 18 yards on this play. Dallaire trots out wide to the right. I formation. Pitched in Calcaterra, 44, off to the right-hand side. Stiff arm, evades more Red Hook defenders and cuts it up. Just outstretches to try to get the first down. Looks like it's going to be about a foot shy of an actual first down. Let's see where the refs spot this ball, folks. Referee John Carter spots the ball, leaving it Sawyers 4th and 1. Heck of a run off the right side by Calcaterra. Leaves the Sawyers in good position to convert this 4th down opportunity. Push ahead by number 44 in Calcaterra for a gain of 6 yards and a Sawyer first down. What a push at the line of scrimmage by the Sawyer offensive line. This brand of power football has the Sawyers dominating the line of scrimmage today, folks. The Sawyers are making a habit of staying on their blocks, getting downfield to make additional blocks to spring these running backs for extra yardage. A very good job indeed. Back under center. Oh, flag on the play. Looks like we have encroachment on the defense. And that's what it is, encroachment on the defense. They were lined up in the neutral zone at the snap, which was going to push the ball ahead 5 yards for the Sawyers, and it should be a replay of first down. Head official John Carter marches it off, and it is indeed 5 yards and still first down. 1st and 5 from the Red Hook Raiders 45-yard line. Sawyers get back to the line of scrimmage. Down and set. The snap and the quick handoff to Bucci. Jimmy rumbles ahead for about 4.5 to 5 yards. Let's see where this spot is. It's going to be second down and about 2 inches. A very, very short burst will get the Sawyers another move of the chains. Coach McDonald looks pleased with the effort being put forth today by his boys. Good contributions from all of the roster today. Everybody seems to be out there and doing their job. Handoff to Calcaterra off the left side. Bunch of Red Raiders in on the tackle. Is going to still move the chains ahead, a gain of 3 and another Sawyer first down. By owning the line of scrimmage and owning the clock, the Sawyers are attempting to put this game out of reach. Neglia with the Sawyers back in the huddle. They break the huddle, trot up to the line of scrimmage. Offensive line gets themselves set today. Quick snap. It looks like it's going to be an illegal procedure call on the offense. And it was. The left side of the offensive line moved way too early. Looks to be Colin Beigel. Moved a little bit early just before the snap. Austin Bewley now in at left tackle. Neglia trots back out. Seems to be a little bit of confusion as Aiden Kelly now brings the Sawyers into their huddle. Colin Beigel, a first-year player for the Sawyers, as are Oliver Menin, Harrison Bubel, and Austin Bewley. Flag on the play. Handoff to Calcaterra off the right-hand side, who manages to just get back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what this referee call is. Looks like it's going to be on Red Hook. Or not. Not sure here, as the refs are gathered up with the Sawyers. Okay, it's a holding call on the Sawyers. It looks to be on number 56, Aiden Ace Grillen. That's going to be a 5. No, that's going to be a 15-yard penalty. It must have been of illegal use of hands, which is going to bring it back to 1st and 25 for the Sawyers. Sawyers break the huddle back to the line of scrimmage. Handoff and pitch to Calcaterra, who drops the pitch, stumbles, and is stopped for a loss of about 1 on the play. Never really had control of the ball and lost his footing trying to get the ball, which leads to that loss. So it's going to be 2nd down and 26 now for the Sawyers. The Sawyers have to start playing more mistake-free football and not shoot themselves in the foot when they have a good opportunity. Raiders line up. Sawyers back to the line of scrimmage. Down and set. Neglia takes the snap. Hands off the quick hitter to number 34, Jimmy Bucci, who pushes ahead for a gain of about 11 yards. So it's going to bring up a long 3rd down and 19 for the Sawyers. We saw magic on the last 3rd down and 18, which Calcaterra took off the right side and brought it back to a 4th and 1, which was converted. Let's see if the Sawyers can regain some of that magic from earlier. Sawyers line up under center. Neglia takes the snap, hands off to Bucci for the quick hitter, who muscles ahead for another 5 yards, dragging a slew of Red Raider defenders. Jimmy Bucci is your prototypical north-south runner. He does not know the east-west direction. He is not afraid of contact and frequently gains his yards by dragging defenders with him. A very tough runner indeed. So we were looking at 4th down and about 14. Coach McDonald has elected to punt, which is going to send the ball back into Red Raiders territory. So there will be a change of possession here as the referees and the chains crew get set. It's going to be 1st down for the Red Raiders at about their 25-yard line. Okay, refs get the ball set. The Sawyer defense back out on the field. Number 88, Alex Sirico, another first-year Sawyer, out at safety for the Sawyers. Number 24, Jared McCaig, and number 28, Cody Drost at corners. Linebackers, Jaden Calcaterra, Oliver Menon, and Ace Gruen. Raiders are set for the play. Oh, and looks like the Sawyers jumped off sides on a count. Red Hook went with a long count, a 2 count, and it drew the Sawyers off sides. So with that, it's going to be a 5-yard penalty, giving the Raiders 1st and 5 now from their 30. Sawyers get set again. Looks like we're going to have a motion flag on the Raiders. And we do. It's a legal motion on the Raiders. They brought number 22 in motion. It looked like they had movement from their right end. That's going to push the ball right back to the original spot, making it 1st and 10 again. Again, a beautiful day here in Mount Marion. Special thanks to Saugerty Central Schools for use of the property, to Greg Chorvis and his crew with the town of Saugerties for coming out, taking care of our field and helping us maintain it. We do a lot of the maintenance on our own, but they are integral in making sure our field is lined and mowed and suitable for our football action up here at Mount Marion. Sawyer defense back over the ball. Number 7, Cole under center again for the Red Raiders. Number 33 in motion. Quick handoff to number 33 on that motion. Gets strung out wide right and tackled. Looks for about maybe a gain of 1. Group of Sawyer defenders in on that tackle. Beautiful job done by the defensive line and the end for forcing that play out wide and allowing the Sawyer defenders to catch up and make that gang tackle. Referees set the ball and Raiders call their huddle. The Sawyers get set down at the line of scrimmage. Down at the line of scrimmage. Defensive end looks to be Devin Duncan, Aiden Kelly. In the middle, Jimmy Bucci. Pass over the middle, complete. A laser of a pass complete, brought down immediately. Looked to be a mix-up in coverage. Coach McDonald seems to be unhappy right now about something. We're going to call subbing Ace Gruen out and Dominic Gonzalez into the game. On this long, warm day here, it is feasible to believe that the kids are getting a bit tired. So keeping them properly hydrated is always proper protocol for the coaching staff to make sure these kids arrive and leave safe, happy, and content in the same condition we get them. Snap to Cole, rolls off to the right side for a loss. Number 34, Jimmy Bucci, in on that tackle. Oh, play whistle dead. Referee spotting the ball. Looks like it was blown dead before the play, so it's going to be second and 10 again. Okay, the Raiders trot up to the ball. Sawyer defense gets set and ready. Ruddock down under center. Cole awaits the snap. Takes it, fakes the pitch, keeps it over to the right-hand side, eludes the Sawyer tackler, and breaks it for a gain of about 12 yards and another Raider first down. Couple of missed tackles in the backfield turn what should have been a loss into a 12-yard gain and a first down for the Raiders. Number 56, Ace Gruen, back out on the field. Looks to be end of the third quarter. And at the end of the third quarter, the score stands with your Saugerty Sawyers 12, your Red Hook Red Raiders 6. Live from Mount Marion, New York, SYFL Field. Sawyers take the field for the start of the fourth quarter. It's going to be Red Hook ball. Going to be heading down towards the end zone nearest the elementary school. Red Hook will be moving the ball into the sun at this point, which makes it more difficult to throw and catch passes. Okay, defense is set. Red Hook up to the ball. Number 7, Cole, under center. Low snap. Cole. Oh, number 12 drops back. Oh, they're calling it an incomplete pass, which will get it back to the line of scrimmage. Apparently, the quarterback's hand was moving forward as he was getting immediate pressure. That looked to be number 12, Alex Miller, under helm for the Red Raiders. Not number 7, Gavin Cole. My correction. Coach McDonald shouting direction out to number 50, Oliver Menon, looking for proper position. Sawyer defensive line down and ready. Fire off deep, another bad snap. Lots of pressure, and the ball lofted out into the middle of the defense, falls incomplete. He faced immense pressure, and that looked more of a shot put toss than an actual throw, folks. Anyway, the ball falls incomplete. 3rd and 10 for the Red Raiders. Kind of curious to me as to why the Raiders have gone away from the sweeps they were running, which was gaining chunks of yards for them, and now have elected to pass the ball. Again, judging by their field position, the direction of the wind, and where the sun is, it is making it more difficult, I'm sure, for the receivers to even see the ball. 33 in motion to the left, takes the quick handoff sweep off to the left side. And it looks like this is coming back, folks. I believe I saw a block in the back from number 14, Fred Blue of the Red Raiders, which sprung that late. That block in the back is going to cause 15-yard penalty. It's going to create 3rd and 25 for the Red Raiders. This is a spot where the Sawyer defense needs to come up big. They cannot afford to allow a big play. This would force a 4th down deep in Raider territory, which, if elected to punt, would give the Sawyers the ball right around midfield, which is ideal. Defense looks ready. Coach is again shouting instruction out to the defensive ends. Let's see if the Sawyers can maintain this pressure. Right hook at the line of scrimmage, looks a little unsure, gets centered. Takes the snap and drops back, and again lofts it up. Play beautifully broken up by the Sawyers. Number 11, Sal Dallaire, goes up and bats that ball down. Gonna force a 4th and 25. Okay, this Red Hook Raider punt should give the Sawyers the ball at their own 45-yard line, right around midfield, which is beautiful position. And giving the way the Sawyers have been able to move the ball today, bodes well for the Sawyers. My correction, the ball is actually at the 40, not the 45. But still near midfield and in very good position for the Sawyers. Neglia takes his squad out, gets them huddled up. Red Hook wasted a great opportunity there. Some early penalties kept their drive alive and ended up having their drive killed by some penalties later in the drive. Neglia under center. Power I formation. Quick handoff to Jimmy Bucci. Again pushes ahead for a gain of about 4 yards. Solid running attack all day long by the Sawyers. It's been straight up smash mouth, in your face football. It's worked best for the Sawyers today. Doesn't seem it can be stopped. Great job done today by both of our cheerleading squads of SYC, Saugerties Youth Cheer. Both our Buzz girls and our Sawyer girls out there showing team spirit. Sawyers march up to the line of scrimmage. Ball on the 43. Neglia under center. Standard power I formation with a quick pitch to Encalcatara off to the left-hand side. Gets out and gets spun down to the ground at about the 46-yard line. It's going to leave the Sawyers with a 3rd and 4 at the 46-yard line. Tough to tell if Encalcatara got caught up in the backfield a little bit. Looks like he lost his footing a little bit. By the time he regained it, he was being brought down. Still a gain, bringing up 3rd and 4. Now 3rd and a long 4. Sawyers under center. Hand off to 44, up the gut. And Calcaterra pushes ahead for a gain of 10, dragging numerous Red Hook Raider defenders with him for a Sawyer first down, getting the ball into Red Raider territory. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the Red Raider 46. See lots of fans out here today clad in the blue and white of their Saugerties hometown favorites. Sawyers jog up to the line of scrimmage, seem to be back focused and centered and back into doing what they were doing in the first half, which is moving the ball chunk by chunk. Offsides on the Sawyers. Illegal procedure penalty. Harrison Bubel jumped a little bit early, causing the Sawyers that loss of 5 yards on that illegal procedure. It's going to bump the markers back, making it 1st and 15 for the Sawyers now on right about the 50-yard line. Sawyers break the huddle, get back to the line of scrimmage. Dallaire out wide right. Pro set in the backfield. Neglia takes the snap. Handoff to Calcaterra to the left, who was met at the line of scrimmage for no gain. It's going to bring up 2nd and 15. That push off the left-hand side of the Sawyer offensive line, which was present in the first half, seems to be lacking at the current time. Let's see if they can get it back together. Sawyers back up to the line of scrimmage. Back in pro formation with Neglia under center. Takes the snap. Handoff to Bucci. Up the middle, who was grinding and winding his way up just past the original line of scrimmage for a gain of about 6 yards. Going to make it 3rd and about 8.5 for the Sawyers. Sawyers seem cool, calm, and collected right now. Trotting back out. Red Hook coaches yelling instruction from the sideline to their defense. Keeper to Neglia looks to cut it back up the middle, runs into his own ball carrier, and gets dropped for a loss. It's going to bring the ball back about 2 yards, leaving a 4th and 11 for the Sawyers. Coach McDonald wisely electing the punt, pinning the Red Hook Raiders back deep in their own territory. It's going to be imperative now for the Sawyer defense to watch the pass, as Raiders have been looking to throw the ball a lot more in the second half. Being down by a score now in the fourth quarter, with time winding down, they're going to be looking to move the ball down the field as fast as possible. Running plays, the clock still runs. On an incomplete pass, the clock does stop, allowing them to get back to the huddle and save them precious time. Sawyer defense takes the field again as they await Red Hook to get centered and settled. Red Hook making some personnel changes right now. 2 new jog on, 2 trot off, and they break up into their huddle. Sawyer defense looks ready to attack, waiting for the Red Raiders to get back to the line of scrimmage. Referee blows the whistle, starting the play clock and the clock, as it's 1st and 10 for the Raiders deep inside their own territory. Raiders spread out wide on both sides and in the backfield. Coming from a pistol or a shotgun formation, Cole takes a snap, drops back, looks to pass, and airs it out deep along the sideline, bobbled and dropped by number 19 of the Red Raiders, Ryan O'Neal. He had about 5 yards on any nearest Sawyer defender, folks. If he caught that ball, it was off to the races. The Sawyers really need to be in better pass protection, or better pass defense at this stage of the game, as Red Hook is going to look to move the ball in large chunks. Sawyer defensive line also has to get that upfront push, allowing them to force the quarterback into making bad throws or potentially rolling out and getting sacked. Either way, it's going to be 2nd and 10. Ball on the Raiders 20. Coach McDonald shouting instructions out to his defensive backs to make sure that does not happen again. Overall, great day of football played on both sides of the ball and in both games, as the Red Hook Raiders and the Junior Buzz played earlier today, with the Raiders coming out on top 21-6. Sawyers adjusts coverage against the Raiders, who look determined to pass. Number 18 in motion, fakes the quick hitter, and they throw it over the top for an incomplete pass that came up just short of the receiver, making it 3rd and 10 now for the Red Raiders. Again, stopping the clock, but at this point in the game, 3rd and 10, the Raiders need a conversion now in the worst way. This can make the game, folks, or break the game for the Red Raiders. Red Raiders in the huddle, Sawyer defense on the ball. Looking determined now more than ever, folks. 3rd and 10. Raiders out with 2 wide to the left. Full house backfield. In motion, handoff, who is stopped dead for a loss by number 56, Ace Gruen. Beautiful read of the play from Ace Gruen, who stayed home and made the tackle for a loss, forcing a 4th and 13 deep in Raider territory. Wisely, the Raiders have elected to punt, giving the Sawyers the ball back around midfield. It's going to be on the Raiders now to make something happen on defense to get the ball back. If the Sawyers continue to pound the football up the middle, gaining chunks of yards, it's going to be all over. The Sawyers have this task at hand, folks. Referee is looking for the ball. Thrown in from the Sawyer sideline. Neglia has the Sawyers back in the huddle. Sawyers looking to break the huddle. Time winding down in the 4th as they lead 12-6. Sawyers line up back in I formation. Neglia under center. Neglia takes the snap. Quick hitter to Bucci up the middle for a gain of about 4 yards. Coach McDonald trots out to meet quarterback Marciano Neglia. give him the next play. Neglia trots back out onto the field. Raiders are out on the field, looking a little dejected and desperate at this point, folks. Raiders putting 9 men in the box. Okay, the referees seem to have corrected that, and it brought their linebackers back off the line of scrimmage, back to the proper 3-yard alignment from the line of scrimmage. Quick hitter handoff to Bucci. Pushes ahead again for another chunk of yards. Extremely close to a Sawyer first down. Timeout, folks. Timeout on the field. Called by Red Hook. I'd like to take this time to thank the many volunteers and the coaches that donate their time and dedicate their time to teaching the game of football and the art of cheerleading to all the kids of SYFL and SYC. Without them, this would not be possible. And to all the parents who also make it their job to have their kids to practice in games on time, prepared, and ready to play. Okay, play about to resume. Sawyers take the ball back out on the field. It's going to be 3rd and a short 2 on the Raider 35. And Calcaterra goes under center for the Sawyers, takes the handoff, and pushes ahead for a Sawyer first down. About a 5-yard gain and a Sawyer first down. Moves the chains, keeps his clock running. 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter with the Sawyers on top, 12-6. Sawyers moving the ball once again deep into Red Hook Red Raider territory. With the 2-minute warning, the clock stops, allowing both coaches to address their teams.
How much time is left in the game?
Again, 2 minutes on the clock. We have Carly Williams today operating the camera, getting all today's footage for the Sawyers. Special thank you to DJ Nick Denise for coming up and DJing our opening day festivities. He did a wonderful job. Sawyer's back in the huddle after that official's timeout. 2 minutes to go. Sawyer's on the ball. Getting ready. Head official John Carter whistles the clock. And we are underway. And Calcaterra under center, number 44. Takes the snap, hands off to Jimmy Bucci again for another gain of about 5 yards. Red Hook calling another timeout on the field, which is going to stop the clock now inside 2 minutes and deep inside their territory. Red Hook needs a big stop here to have any hope of being able to get the ball back and march back downfield. If the Raiders do get the ball back, I look for a hurry-up style of offense and some passing to move the ball quickly and effectively. One dropped pass on the last drive saved the Sawyers. And then they got pressure on their quarterback for the next couple of plays, which stalled that drive deep and allowed the Sawyers to get the ball back around midfield. Bucci and Calcaterra both have a good number of yards today. The Sawyers have actually probably racked up close to 200 yards on the ground. Sawyers break the huddle. Neglia takes his... Then Calcaterra takes his team back up to center. Gets his lineman set and is now under center waiting to snap. Takes the snap. Keeper around the left side. Changes hands. Gets his feet. Rumbles outside. Brought down by about 5 Red Hook defenders. It's going to make it third down. And about 3 yards for the Sawyers. 3rd and 3. Now way deep in Red Raider territory. This first down, folks, should seal the game. Head official John Carter blows the whistle, starting the play clock. As Calcaterra gets back in the huddle. Sawyers back under center, and Calcaterra awaits, gets the line set, takes the snap, lunges forward for the first down and more. That's going to bring the ball down to about the Red Raider 11. So it's going to be 1st and 10, giving the Sawyers yet another opportunity for a first down. A little confusion on the field. Looks like the Sawyers are going to line up under center and take a knee. Sawyers in the huddle. As the rest of the Sawyers on the sidelines gets ready for the post-game handshake. Looks like this is going to... And that's the ball game, folks. Sawyers open up their season victorious, 12-6, on our 10-year anniversary here for the SYFL. A fantastic day of football played for all. I'm Coach Winnie signing off. See you next week at Ravenna. Have a good week, folks, and thank you.